We had pending home sales as well, which dropped. That was expected, right? Real estate's going down right now. Um, it's a little bit harder to sell homes. I was expecting this. So was the market over here as well. But we dropped pretty massively over here. But looking over here at today, this is all we're really expecting. But looking at the charts here, we'll start. Now, Sammy, keep in mind that we're coming up to the quarter end, right? So this is where at the end of September, you're seeing a lot of volatility, you're seeing a lot of liquidity. You're seeing a lot of moves like yesterday, right? So just keep that in mind. We also, again, today or this week, we have GDP, unemployment, and PCE tomorrow. So just keep that in mind. But at the same time, also understand that it's quarter end and we're coming right up to October over here for a new quarter to end the year. So the monthly candle over here, very indecision candle here on the monthly, past the high, flip bearish, past the low of that candle, came all the way down to 149, flipped back up, and now we're sitting right back above 156 over here. Between 156 and 158, as we know, was a major range to the left over here. Once we approached 156 back in May of 2021, we came right back down to 149, and then once we came back up to 156 in November, we end up kind of consolidating around this area a little bit. You'll be able to see it in the lower time frames, but right now we're sitting in the middle of that. What's up, Sergio?
So
What's up, buddy? How are you?
I'm doing great. Just a bit ill.
You take anything yesterday?
Yeah, it was the one that I sent you on the group chat when you said to me I bought the high.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, no, that was a good little scalp right there. I like that. You took it
I,
as this candle flipped, huh? After the strong
yeah,
bullish candle with a wick to fill,
yeah,
candle created its bottom wick, flipped bullish, and you grabbed like this whole move. Now,
yeah.
why'd you secure right here? I'm not saying it's wrong. I think it's great that you secured there, but I'm just wondering why there.
There's a little sort of rejection area over here, so I just thought that it'd just be more safer for me to secure. Just the
Okay.
most actually.
You secured the full thing?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Awesome, man. I
It's
like
right
it.
here, this area over here, kind of marked over there.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I first looked at this and saw the blue line, but I didn't read what you said for a second. And for me, I thought like you lost this trade because right here you're kind of buying the high.
Yeah,
Again, just know that like after a move like this, right, strong move in a bear trend, um, you're probably gonna get a wick fill up here. But again, you're gonna get some kind of a pullback coming back into these areas over here and then continue back up possibly, or just a rejection of this area and we continue right back down. That's just like a big liquidity grab to continue down.
I should have obviously waited for a support to be formed. So next time, if I see this kind of move, I'll wait for a support to be formed before taking any trades.
I think you did the right thing. I like this. Like I would have grabbed the same exact thing and I would have secured probably around the same area, probably around this area right here. That's why
Yeah,
I was wondering why you secured a little bit before that, but you had a previous resistance right around here that I think price could have at least reached. I think we could have filled that wick. We didn't, but sometimes that happens, right? So that's why you kind of put your TP a little bit before the actual resistance. But right here is where I'd probably be securing or yeah, securing, moving stops to break even, most likely being stopped out because you're going to get some kind of a pullback coming into these areas like it did.
yeah.
But great job, man. I love everything about that. Yeah, I
Thank
thought
you.
you were buying at the high. That's what I was saying. You see what you did there?
Yeah,
But you did not. What's up, Keon? We got Lewis as well. What's up, boys? Hope you guys are doing well. I know Keon, you're working, I believe. All right. So again, get right back into the charts here. Morning, morning. All right. Thank you, Lewis. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Wait, are you guys good down there? I talked to Jamie. I forgot you were down there as well. I think you guys are just getting a tropical storm in Miami, right?
Yeah, no, we're good. We got just like a couple tornadoes around the house, like,
Wow.
but other than that, like around my house, it was good.
Just a couple tornadoes. Nothing that crazy.
Yeah, but no, Fort Myers got wrecked.
Your house got wrecked?
No. Fort Myers. Fort
Oh,
Myers.
I know.
Yeah,
Like,
they got wrecked.
bad.
Yeah, bro. So thankfully it didn't come here, but I mean, it sucks seeing them over there like that.
Yeah, Fort Myers, Naples, right?
Mm-hmm.
And did Tampa get hit as hard as it was supposed to? Because I saw it calm down to like a tropical storm.
I think Tampa didn't get hit as hard. I think Naples was the worst, bro.
Damn. Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone was expecting Tampa.
Yeah.
But I'm glad you're good, man.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it, man.
Absolutely. So again, as I was saying, 156 and 158, you're gonna get that. You see that consolidation that we had over here for months. From September, October all the way to pretty much March of 2021, or I would say maybe like February over here, we were actually consolidating. So before finally pushing through, but right over here, we're starting to approach that area again. We're coming to a month's end. We're coming to a quarter's end. So I expect, like I saw this in the beginning of the week, how we ended up opening the market like this, ended up tapping 149, flipping bullish. There's no way that I saw price like completely skyrocketing over here for the end of the month, or completely rejecting and then continuing right back down. Like it was gonna probably stay anywhere around, like close anywhere from here, obviously right around here, maybe even like a weak bearish candle right around here, or maybe slightly above 158, right? And hold that support above 158. But right now we are sitting in the middle of that range. We still could move. It's only the 29th, so we got a couple of days now, but and especially with some of the data coming out towards the end of this week, got GDP, got PCE, you got unemployment today as well. So just keep that in mind for anything moving the yen. But again, I was breaking down the yen before. Looking at the daily now, this is what I was talking about. The only thing is, this candle did close. We got that rejection, closed a weak bearish candle. Then you get the support formed with that bullish candle right there. This candle passed the low, broke the low over here, looking like it could possibly be coming back down. But again, after a rejection like this, you're going to get some kind of a support formed anywhere in here, right? Where we pass the low, you're going to get like a higher low over here from the low that we created down here, and price is going to continue up. And that's exactly what pretty much happened. This candle ended up closing a pretty strong bullish candle. You already have a bottom wick on this candle. It's now flipping bullish. You do have a top wick as well. So we had to have retraced a little bit as well. But right now, I want to see if price is going to possibly continue back up after breaking the 1 hour resistance. Right now, it's kind of trying to retest it. I'm not sure if it's actually going to hold, but I'm wondering if we can possibly continue right back up to 158 today before the session is over. So looking at the 4 hour, as you can see now, since breaking back below 166, breaking back below 166, we've just been creating these lower highs, lower lows. Now we're holding a support, right? And we're actually just holding a previous resistance right around here, right? You got a hard rejection with that candle right there from that area, right? And then we come into this area again, ended up rejecting, closing bearish. This candle failed to kind of close. It closed above, but we kind of faked it out with that candle right there. But the thing is, we created a higher low right here. And now we're coming right back up to that area, but it looks like we're rejecting it a little bit. That's why, Sammy, I was saying we should really wait for the 30-minute over here, because the 15-minute could fake us out and continue right back down, rejecting that level again. But we're hovering right around that 156 area. Is that marked off as 156? It's 156, 500. So let's see this. Why is that marked off as 156, 500? There's 156. All right. So right now we're holding that current resistance. See if we could drag that over to the left a little bit. See how significant it is. Got a little reaction right over there. Got that resistance to the left as well. So that's 157. And 157, if you guys remember back here, ended up holding a very strong level multiple times over here to the left, a few times on the higher time frame. So looking now, again, we need to close above this level. We're approaching the hour's end. We're approaching 7 o'clock. So can this candle end up closing the 1 hour? Can this candle end up holding back above that area? This is what I was talking about when it comes to a possible move coming right back up. Got the higher low down here. Price ends up retesting the previous high that we created yesterday. Come right back down, hold the support, and now we end up closing strongly. Like that's not like just a little close right around here. It's a strong close with a wick to fill. But can we respect this previous resistance? Right? Maybe we could come down into this area and then continue back up, but I don't see that happening. I just want to see if price is going to, I know I have 158 marked off right there. Yeah, I want to see price come into this area right here. If we can hold that support, because you got about 100 pips there and price could very well do it. Since the 25th, we've been creating these higher lows as well. So, I mean, as we're kind of exhausting up here and holding that resistance, could we end up faking this area out and then coming back into these areas over here, retesting this again, or maybe even consolidating over here till we tap into that area and we finish off the month kind of just like ranging in here, right? Again, we're finishing off the quarter, finishing off the month. A lot of liquidity is being grabbed right now, but we could very well end up consolidating for the rest of the month. Looking at the 30-minute, see, this is why I was waiting for the 30-minute, because now you're getting that pullback over here. Looked like a great setup, especially with this bearish candle closing like that, but respecting support, well, respecting previous resistance as a new support. But right now we got the top wick on that 30-minute passing below that candle. So are we going to continue right back down to this area? Could you possibly grab the fake out? You got a lot of pips in that range. You just need price to hold a resistance right here because you're still in the bullish trend, right? So what you want to do is stay patient, wait for something like this, the retest of that area, wait for the resistance to hold, and then you could possibly take this thing right back down to the support. And that might be our trade today. So we'll see. Just stay patient, wait for the candles to close. We're still in a bullish trend, so be careful about selling, but I could very well see something like that happening as well. Just like we got over here, price just pushed all the way down to that area. Make sense?
Yeah.
Any thoughts, guys?
No, I agree.
Okay. No other levels that you're seeing?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I could see that fake out coming in. All right, so looking at gold now, a lot of historical levels over here marked off. I actually just marked off this this monthly wick right here where the candle created that top wick, passed below that candle. Remember when this thing was bullish and it looked like we could possibly be holding the support over here, right? Around 1700, 1680. But again, with the Fed being as hawkish as they are, you're pushing the dollar up. As the dollar goes up, gold is going down. And this was just a liquidity grab over here, tapping into that trend, just like we got here, just like we got here, and just like we got here. Price is just continuing right back down with clean moves to the left over here, right? So now we're actually retracing from this level, 1616, I would say. And it's also a previous level to the left a little bit. Back in 2012, 2013 was a previous resistance and support back in 2011, right? So you had price tapping into that area, retesting it before creating that top wick on that candle, passing low and just continuing down, right? So this is very similar price action, the recovery from the 2008 financial crisis, very similar price action over here as we're getting right now, right? COVID, we calmed down, we kind of consolidated a little bit. A lot happened in here, right? But now we got the hawks out of the Fed pushing gold right back down, just like they were over here with increasing rates between 2012 and 2014. So now looking at and again, monthly coming to an end, we're about to close here. Actually, I want to take a look at the quarterly 3-month. So that's about to close a strong bearish candle as well. Well below 1680. Could we get the top wick on the quarterly and continue right back down from here? Now, I expect in the next quarter, we're going to have a lot of fear because the global economy is not doing too well. So that's something to consider, right? What's going to end up happening as far as fear is concerned and people buying up gold, especially if inflation continues to rise and the interest rate hikes are not doing much. But we shall see at that point because we're going to trade what we see and not what we think. And we're just going to wait to see what happens. But right now, again, the weekly pushing all the way down to the 16, 14, 16, 15 area over here, and then flipping bullish right here on the monthly. And that was that previous support over here to the left that we've had marked off for a little bit. I also marked off this previous support over here to the left, 1576, that previous support to the left as well. And some of these areas, I believe I have marked off because of the daily. But well, right now, all you got to be concerned about is the fact that the weekly just ended up pushing all the way down into this area, and now we're pulling back. So are we pulling back to 1680, 1700, or somewhere around this area, and then continuing back down? All right. So gold has some pretty neat and clean price action over here. We had that previous consolidation here. Once we broke 1680, we just consolidated right below, like we said would happen. And then we finally broke out of that area and continued all the way back down to 1614 before this candle grabbed liquidity, flip bullish yesterday, and continue right back up, holding that resistance. I was extremely busy yesterday. I was all over the place, had multiple Zooms with you guys. So I did not catch any trade yesterday, but we did have some clean price action and possible trades that we could point out. But right now, so far, the daily is holding a clean resistance on the daily. So can we, afford to push even more? Like, we'll see what happens with unemployment. We could very well grab liquidity and then continue back down, but we'll see. This looks like a nice setup to set up for tomorrow when it comes to PCE, right? Let's say the daily candle closes like that. Next candle creates a top wick, flips bearish, and continues down to fill that wick, continuing right back down to 1614. All right. So now, 5 a.m., we ended up getting this strong bearish candle close with a wick to fill. So far, this 4-hour candle, it's not going to be closing until 9 a.m. Can this candle create a top wick, respect the high of that candle, flip bearish, pass the low of that candle, and continue down? Possibly. Right? We're actually below this previous resistance. Or we closed below at least. Somewhere in this area. Right? So can we respect this area holding that resistance? Kind of like what I was talking about on GJ, where you get the fake out, price retest the previous resistance, holding a new resistance to continue down. Right. So this is what I was talking about with a possible entry on gold here. Looks like it might be, could have left without us if we didn't hurry this up. So we got the support formed here. You got the resistance that we got a clean 1-hour candle close over here. Bottom wick formed, flipping bullish here. Yeah, 30-minute. Yeah, we didn't break it down quick enough. Did anybody grab gold over here? Sammy, this is what I was talking about. This 1-hour, this 30-minute candle close, this is what I was waiting for on gold. And then the bottom wick formed, passing the high of that candle. I want to see the 15-minute. Yeah, 15-minute. You do have that resistance right there. So I want you guys to be careful. We'll see what we get. But right now, I wouldn't enter a trade just yet because you got the hour closing pretty soon right over here. So can we end up maybe holding it like a top wick or something and retracing a little bit? Next one creates a bottom wick, retest this area over here, and then continues up. If we broke this down a little bit quicker, I probably would have been in this with a safe stop loss below that candle. But we'll see what happens here. I'm just gonna watch it. I don't want to force anything right now. We're coming to the end of the month, like I said. We're just gonna watch this play out. Odds are, guys, don't get FOMO over this move either. Hopefully you're not, because you got unemployment and GDP coming out in a little bit. So you might have an even better move. You might get faked out by this move, and then a much better move later on. Again, back up to the higher time frames. 4-hour candle looks like it's well above this area. Like this just looks like a since tapping on down here on the yesterday on the 28th, we ended up bouncing hard over here, coming up with some of Powell's talk, and then we end up coming right back down to this area, but we're coming right back down below that previous resistance here. So it's like a deeper pullback, and if you close above this area, we could very well continue right back up. But if we end up rejecting this level, this could be a legit fake out. Price holds resistance right here and continues down. All right. Anybody have any questions at all? GJ got that 15-minute close below the area. Looks like the 1 hour is going to be closing below resistance over here. So we're getting that retest here. Only thing is that candle closed with no bottom wick. So let's see how this 30-minute candle closes. We could very well reject this area, flip bullish at the last second. So just wait for candles to close and be patient. All right. Sergio, you want to break something down for us? Sergio, you there?
Sorry, I was just getting some water.
Oh, you're good. You want to break something down?
Yeah, I want to break down a choppy,
Which one?
a choppy pair, something that's been consolidating.
Oh, a choppy pair. Okay. All right. Yeah, we can look into that. Let's see. Plenty of choppy pairs. Wow, EJ, take it off over here. Yeah, very similar to GJ. It's kind of like lagging though. It looks like GJ is well above that, where we could very well get that pullback after the strong close back into the area again, kind of like GJ did. US 30 is pretty choppy. It's up to you, man. UJ. UJ is a very choppy pair as well.
Yeah, let's do this one.
Okay. Right. Awesome. I'm gonna keep an eye on GJ and gold here on my other screen. Yeah, gold's that was a great setup here on gold real quick. Just want to show you guys. I love this setup. Everything about the 1 hour, right? Specifically the 1 hour. Like you could very well anticipate that wick fill. That's why I wanted to hop on the stream earlier and break this down for you guys. Because that is a nice move. The only thing is we could very well hold that resistance here and continue down. Because we've been bearish since yesterday afternoon. Right? Just printing these lower highs right over here, but it looks like we're trying to break back above. So can we fill this area? You got a clean move to the left, a little choppy over here, but can we stay above that area and continue back up? Only thing is you're trading against the daily, but also the previous daily candle did close a very strong bearish candle. So this could just be the liquidity grab, flip bullish, and continue right back up. 4 hour again. 4 hour.
Yeah, I was thinking about if the 30-minute close is pretty strong, taking a buy on gold.
Okay. So if the 30-minute closes, you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I like this setup.
because it fits my rules, right? So it's just don't take it. It's just gonna hamper the progression, I think.
Yeah, now that I'm looking at this over here too, you have this resistance. I just adjusted this. This is why you guys go back to the higher time frames, the lower time frames, higher time frames. Just keep going back and forth and keep reaffirming yourself with the current setup. So right over here, if you move this up, you got multiple rejections to the left over here, right? You got a little reaction to that area, but then you get that rejection of that area as well. We closed above the previous resistance right here, but also rejected. That's why these candles were weak. Now we're finally getting that close above. So I would expect in the next hour or two, you know, us getting a nice pullback right here. If we hold support, we could very well continue right back up from there, right? Because you have this level right here to approach. All right, so clean move here, here, and here. If we close above here in the next 2 minutes, see how we're starting to retrace a little bit? If we close above here and we hold support, we could very well continue back up. Yeah, look at that. 15-minute ended up retesting the high up here. Now we're retracing a little bit. So we'll see what we end up getting. See, I hate when price action kind of mixes up like this. I'm going to keep it with the 30-minute resistance right there. But again, you do have this level, which I feel obligated to mark off just because it's that previous resistance on the 15-minute. We came right back down, respected it perfectly, and continued up. But then if you look to the left here, you got all these rejections to the left that you got to be aware about. And it's the 30-minute resistance here. We ended up rejecting that level, rejecting it again by closing a very weak bullish candle, but now we're pushing through. So I hate when it's a little messy like this, but it is what it is. You just gotta go with the flow. So we're coming to the hour close. Sure, Gio, if you just give us a few minutes here, because I don't want us to miss any trades.
Yeah,
That's going to be a strong close here on the 30-minute. Okay, we got the close. That's a beautiful can. I think, yeah, we're going to get a pullback. But if this candle flips bullish, could you put a stop loss below this candle, a safe stop loss to take the move up? That was a nice liquidity grab with this candle. That's a GJ over here. If you guys look at GJ, there you go. You got that close below over here and the retest on the 15-minute. Again, you're still in a bullish trend here, so you got to be aware about that. This candle closed a very weak bearish candle. Yeah, gold over here is flipping bullish. I like this setup a lot. I think if we pass the high of the previous 30-minute over here, price could continue back up even more. And kind of, yeah. Only thing is, like, you're putting your stop loss all the way down here and you're waiting for it to break these wicks. I don't know. Best time to trade gold is more so during New York, at least after 8 o'clock. I'm liking gold, but gotta be patient. Oh, you said that before. What are you thinking right now, Lewis?
I think the same. I think if it passes the high, it could be a nice little trade. Just the stop loss will be a little bit higher than normal.
Yeah,
But I do like it because just it has clean traffic to the left.
yeah. It's very nice. Like this setup right here is a very nice setup. I think maybe the move would have been like, obviously we were breaking charts down, but after a candle like this is formed, once this candle creates its bottom wick, this is the 30-minute, by the way, it creates that bottom wick, and then once it flips bullish, maybe that would have been a good entry right there with their stop loss down here, or maybe like somewhere around here. Or once it passed the high of that candle, that could have been your entry and you'd still be in with your stop loss right here.
Yeah.
I think there's multiple ways you could probably take that, but right now we're starting to retrace and come back down into this area over here. So let's see if we can hold some kind of a support and then continue up. But that is a very strong 30-minute candle close.
On the
Now you get
15, it didn't close above the little resistance that it was there. So I guess.
I'm sorry, what was that? It didn't close above what resistance?
On the 15, if you look on the 15-minute, there was like a little mini resistance on gold, and it closed just under it.
Yes. Right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, these candles were like slowly working their way up over here. We finally retest the high up here at 1651, and now we're starting to reject over here. So can we respect this level or this level and kind of consolidate until then? But right now we did technically kind of break the current bearish trend. Actually, no. Actually, no. See, this is why you keep going back and forth through time frames, because if you do, you're going to start catching things that you didn't see earlier. So you got this little trend. The price came right back up into to grab liquidity, just like we did over here, and then continue right back down, creating that move. Right. Same thing over here. Grab liquidity up here. Could we end up breaking back below this area and taking advantage of that area as well? Because again, remember the daily. Daily is very bearish, and this is a perfect setup for any kind of bears. Plus, we got the Fed on our side being as hawkish as they are. So we could very well be pushing down over here. But it's really all up to the data. I don't see us getting much volume until that data comes out. But this 4-hour candle does not have a bottom wick yet. So could this candle and the previous candle close very strongly below this previous resistance? So can we end up flipping bearish over here? 1-hour candle still coming down. Yeah. 1-hour candle, or 1-hour time frame, I think is the clearest we can see, because right here, if price either holds support right over here, we could get the move coming up this way, or if it breaks support and closes right back into this area, could very well continue that way and then continue back down to mirror the moves to the left. Maybe secure a little bit somewhere around here. I would actually mark this off. Now, keep in mind, you do have that level right there. If that's what we do get, you do have this level over here, but don't forget that price pushed right through it with all these candles over here. All right, very strong move, pushing right through that zone and continuing right back up. Yeah, this is great. I love that pullback over here, but at the same time, you could get that trend line being retested and continue down. Now, GJ over here, you got 3 clues that price could be retesting this level. You got a strong bearish candle close back below that area with no bottom wick. Then you get the weak bullish bearish candle with the top wick and bottom wick pass below that candle will close weak. This one failed to break the low, right? Flip bullish, and now we're coming up to this area to possibly hold a resistance and continue down, or close back above. And this is just a deeper liquidity grab. Then we continue right back up to 158. So just stay patient, guys. Don't want to get caught in any of this.
You've got gold written on GJ. On your
Ooh,
GJ
thank you.
chart.
Thank you, buddy. There it is. That throw you off a little bit?
I was thinking, has he got a 15 and a 30-minute side by side? And I was like, no.
I did that on purpose. I wanted to throw you off. Specifically you. All right. So now it looks like we're kind of sitting in this range, especially if we're breaking the low of that 15-minute. So I think we're safe as far as taking any buys. We didn't get caught in this. So round of applause for all of you guys. Hopefully.
Thank you, bro. If that was me last week, I would have taken it.
Really? If that was last week, you would have taken it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's multiple factors why you want to kind of just sit out for a second. And it probably helps for a lot of you guys to write these down, right? I know it sounds tedious. It's something you don't feel like doing, but where you take a piece of paper and you're like, okay, right now we have news coming out around 8:30. I believe we're coming at 8:30. Times have been a little off. Like we've seen data come out at 9:30. Yeah, 8:30. But we've seen data come out at 9:30 that normally comes out at 8:30. Multiple things like that. But again, you're in a downtrend. You can write as well. Multiple different things that could factor into you not taking these. But right now, we're kind of just consolidating. And then we're coming up to here. So, Sergio, I think we're ready. If you want to break this UJ chart down.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Let's do it, buddy. Also, I want to apologize for yesterday. I hate not running a stream. I also miss running a stream when I don't do it because I just love talking to you guys, running through trades, seeing if we could grab anything together. But yesterday I was running on 3 hours of sleep, and then what was it? If I woke up early to do the stream, I would have been running on like another 3 hours of sleep the next day, and that would not have been good. That would have set me back like the whole week.
Damn, what time did you go to sleep?
Well, sorry, what was it yesterday? No, so 2 days ago, I woke up at 4:30, and then didn't get home and go to bed until like 2:30. Right, so I didn't take a nap the whole day. I was active the whole day as well, hopping on Zooms, and then what's it called? So if I woke up at like let's say 4:30, 5 o'clock, the same time I normally do, this morning or yesterday morning, yesterday morning, I would have been dead, right? And then all of a sudden, when you're dead like that, I don't know if you guys have experienced this, but when you're trying to trade and your mind is not fully energized with the amount of sleep it needs, you're going to be taking bad trades, right? And the last thing I need to be doing is taking bad trades or leading you guys into taking bad trades on the stream, and it's just not a good situation. So it's not fair to you guys. So I might as well do that. But good news is, again, as I've told a lot of you guys, moving to Pennsylvania, so a lot of those late nights are going to be done for. So we will be consistent every single day, and we're going to be a lot more active in the group as well. So that'll be fun.
Nice.
A lot more backtesting sessions, a lot more one-on-one Zooms with you guys as well. It's going to be good. The quality of work that we're going to be able to put in is going, like right now, it's a little limited just because of the driving business and all that stuff. But right now, it's once we get up there, it's going to be a lot better. All right, Sergio. Take it away, buddy.
So as you can see on the monthly, we've got a resistance right up here. I wanted to mark. We've broke above there and we've closed a bullish candle without a bottom wick. And
Okay.
we haven't broken the high of the previous bearish candle, but we've broken the low of it. So I don't know what that means, but the next candle came up without a bottom wick and it just took off, breaking the previous candle but high. And so personally I'll be waiting for a resistance to be formed and then a support to be formed to be taking any buys going back up to fill out the rest of the range, even go to break out of the range and go further above. So yeah, I'd mark that out for now.
Okay. Awesome. You good? You got a cold or something?
Yeah, I've got a bit of a cold.
Damn. All right. Yeah, and why do you think UJ is so bullish right here?
Is it to do with the dollar?
It has to do with both.
Is because I think the dollar's increasing and the yen's decreasing.
Yes. Keep in mind, whenever a pair moves, or the reason why pairs move is because one of those currencies is extremely bullish, or not extremely, but it's bullish, and the other one is bearish, right? Now, if they're both bullish, you're going to get a consolidating market. If they're both bearish, you're going to get a consolidating market, right? So just keep that in mind when it comes to currency pairs. If you're going to get a trending market, one needs to be strong and the other one needs to be weak. So right here, when it comes to the US dollar, we've been pumping money into the market over here. And then also, as of late, increasing a lot of rates, right? So with that being the base currency in this pair, you got a very strong fundamental analysis, and not fundamental analysis, but monetary policy against a very weak monetary policy. So the strongest pair or the strongest currency in the world right now against the weakest currency in the world right now is going to skyrocket this pair. So you're waiting for supports to form and you're just taking this thing out.
Okay.
Right. You can very well catch sells, right? But most of the time you're taking buys.
Yeah. Yeah. Could we go down to the weekly, please?
Of course.
Yeah. So this resistance, I like to move it up to here, just up to here.
Got it.
And I like to put a support.
I'm just moving this real quick for you.
Thank you. I like support just over here, please.
Okay.
Yeah, so as you can see, obviously we've got a resistance and a support. We've broken out of it, and we have from then we've continually been going bullish. So yeah, just I'd be waiting for obviously a support to be formed around maybe this level, but on the lower time frames you could probably see like maybe supports formed around these wick rejection areas. So and to take price back up again.
Okay.
Could we go down to the daily, please?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Guys, keep an eye on gold right now too.
Yeah.
And
And
it's
GG.
flipping. Yes, gold is flipping bullish here on the 30-minute, respecting the low of the previous 30-minute, and the 15 minutes about to close above. Actually, we don't know yet, but it may be closing above. It just grabbed liquidity. I'm just gonna go over real quick, Sergio.
Yeah.
So yeah, this 15 minutes flipping up. We got about we actually got 2 seconds left before this thing closes.
And it closed.
It closed. Okay. So the 30-minute candle respected the low of the previous candle over here. Could be continuing up. This actually looks good.
Yeah, I'm in.
You're in? Okay.
Yeah, a little super small, 0.5%.
I'm in this too, as we broke the high.
Nice. All right. We shall see what we get over here. I'm contemplating it right now. I think if we keep pushing up here, you're just trading against the current trend that we're in, but I like the setup here to continue back up. But again, we got unemployment and GDP coming out, like could very well consolidate around this area too. That's why I think I'm especially like this week, how we have had really nice moves, but the data is definitely towards the end of the week, right? So now, you know, you'll hear like Sharma will tell you too. I think she's waiting till Friday to even take any trades. Not that I do that, but it's now once the New York market opens, we're going to have a lot more opportunity post 8:30, and then 9:30 stock exchange open, and then you got that 9:30 volume all the way to like 11:30 or 12. That's the market's really been pumping around those times that you can take those two opportunities. So again, another reminder for you guys, you have 1 to 2 opportunities to take a trade in the market per session, right? So I'm just asking myself, having that little battle in my head where it's like, do I want to use one of those opportunities right now? Or do I want to save both of them for after the news comes out? Make sense?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, go ahead. Lewis.
No. So are you gonna wait for the news? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna wait over here. I do like the 30-minute. I like how we're passing the high over here, and I'm okay missing this.
Yeah.
As I said that, it's pumping up, and I'm getting that feeling that I want to just enter right now. But Yeah, see, 1 hour looks great right now. Yeah, I think to be honest with you, I'm gonna enter a smaller position here. I'm just gonna enter a one lot and then put my stop loss all the way down here below this previous wick right here.
Bro, put the
You'll
100
see it.
lot like Uncle Ted, bro.
What's up?
Put the 100 ladder like Uncle Ted.
Not yet. Not yet, but we will. Yeah, so I'm looking to take this thing up. Like if we're gonna retest that resistance, maybe take that thing up. Yeah, stop loss right there. Getting a funny feeling. Now GJ is interesting. GJ is interesting over here. We got that deeper pullback I was telling you guys about,
Yeah.
right? Like this may have actually been a better opportunity. But the only thing is, like, this candle created no bottom wick, past the high of that candle right away, and now we're continuing up. So maybe wait for 8:30 to get that pullback over here and then continue up. Keong, are you talking about US dollar and Japanese yen?
Yes.
Yeah, and that's what I was talking about as well. The interest rates. You got a very hawkish Fed, and then you got a very, very like the weakest monetary policy out of the world in the Bank of Japan. So that's, both of those going against each other, kind of like battling it out, is going to push a pair like UJ all the way up. I just want to put these on both screens over here. Again, I'm taking gold here based on the 30-minute, right? It's a great setup, and then also the 1 hour, because we're in the beginning of the 1 hour here. In the beginning of the 1 hour, we just got a strong bullish candle close. 1 hour candle on in the beginning of the candle already created this bottom wick. Now we're passing the high of that candle around, towards the middle of the candle. So can we get at least a 1-to-1 pushing up over here? Yes. That's why I ended up taking that. Really based on the 1 hour
and
here.
And the previous one we tested that previous resistance.
Yes. Yep. Like these are very clean candles to get the wick to fill. We ended up filling that wick. Now this candle respected the low of the previous 30-minute, past the high of that candle. Now we have a whole hour here for us to get the same size candle, and I'm pretty sure, or I'll be securing most of this at 1-to-1 if we get it. I'm a little worried about this area right here. Oh, it's a little off.
Get that horn ready, bro.
Yeah, right. Where's my iPad? Ooh, did I leave my iPad outside? I gotta go get that. Also, guys, don't forget to journal this. I don't know if you guys are already have it journaled, but this is very important. I was telling Keung this yesterday. If you guys don't study past performance, and I tell you guys this all the time, you're never gonna get better, ever, or it'll take you extremely long. Much longer than you would want. Long XU on 9/29/22. Took this around 7:16 a.m. What's today? Thursday in New York. All right. So we had a
Good morning.
Lynn, what's up, buddy?
Hey, how are you?
How are
man?
you?
Good. You?
You have a good shift?
Yeah, it wasn't bad. It wasn't
Okay.
bad.
Good
You
stuff. Still training that new guy, huh?
Nah, it's kind of, but not really. Just been short, so I haven't really had the opportunity to continue training him just yet.
Okay.
Yeah, but
We are just broke the charts down a little bit. We were contemplating taking this. I took a very low entry because this is based on the 1 hour. Got the strong candle close over here. Got this candle creating a bottom wick, flipping bullish. See, this is why I was iffy about taking this in this area, right, guys? Let's see, that's why we only entered. Yeah. Hold on. Let's see. Yeah, let's see how this 30-minute candle closes here. Let's see. So we got the bearish candle. It's pushing us all the way back down. What am I doing? 2. How's your week been so far, Dylan?
it hasn't been bad.
Okay.
I was trading a little bit yesterday and doing some live back testing
Okay.
on gold.
Okay. You feeling a little bit more confident? Like what where are you sitting right now?
Yeah, I mean, I
talk to you
definitely
for a
feel
minute.
more confident. But I have found myself just really focusing, like not focusing, but executing and watching on the super low time frames, like 1 minute, 5 minute, when I know fucking it's a lot stronger. 30-minute, hourly,
Yes.
you know what I mean?
Mhm.
So it's just stuff like that. Just gotta reel myself back in.
Guys, I'm taking half off here because we keep rejecting this level on the 15-minute, right? We passed the high. So I took off like 50% right there. Not like, but 50%. And just let the rest run.
But yeah, I saw you were short on sleep yesterday.
Yeah, that
You had a
was
good weekend.
I would have been running on 2 hours of sleep and then another 3 hours of sleep if no, it would have been 3 hours of sleep and then another 2 or 3 hours of sleep if I woke up yesterday morning to trade with you guys. And if I don't know if you probably have felt like this before because you work 12 hours before you trade, but when you're trying to trade and break down charts and stuff like that on no sleep, it's not healthy at all. Like
Yeah.
your brain is your weapon in this market. Your psychology is your weapon. So, and it could be your weapon against you if you let it. But you need to be at 100% when you're in the markets here because you got people that have been trading for 20, 30 years on the other side of your trades that will take you out.
For
And
sure.
you're not really going against them. You're really trading with the banks, but at the same time, you know what I'm talking about. Strong.
Yeah, it's like some days, honestly, I feel like I'm super tired. Other days, I have like a gut feeling where it's just like my gut's telling me don't trade today.
Yes.
Just randomly. I swear to God, just randomly.
You want to listen to that.
Yeah, for sure. Because that's when things just really go bad. It just instantly sets your mind off.
Yes.
It's just I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You don't
for
want to
sure.
be in the market during that. Yeah. Higher low. I don't know. See, this could very well play out. And again, we were taking this based on the 1 hour. That looked very healthy as we were pushing up, passing the high that we could at least get the 1-to-1, especially because we got the bottom wick formed. I know I'm repeating myself, but it's just helps for you guys to hear multiple times. We get the bottom wick formed here in the beginning of the hour, and price flipped bullish by 7:15 and passed the high of these candles. Now, I feel like the fact that we passed the high right around 7:15 tells us that we could have very well rejected this area too, right? Where the 15-minute didn't exactly close above the resistance on the 15-minute. All right, so
Yeah, so what pushed gold? Like honestly, all USD pairs yesterday morning at 6.
yes, yeah.
Dude,
I'm
that was
actually
so
gonna.
crazy.
Uh,
I think because the dollar fell.
Powell
Yesterday.
spoke yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yes, I haven't looked into the speech yet. I was planning on doing that today. But yeah, he spoke, so maybe he released some dovish sentiment a little bit and pushed us up here.
At 6 in the morning.
What time did he talk yesterday? Again, I didn't trade yesterday, so
Yeah, I
I didn't
know.
take any trades yesterday. No, yeah,
I
he
was
spoke.
watching.
He spoke at 10. And I didn't see anything in news that would really warrant. I did see
Yeah.
something interesting. What Trust was saying over here. We cannot tax our way to growth. So that tells me that, they're going to be lowering taxes or something like that for the citizens of Great Britain, and that would obviously raise a pair like GJ and stuff like that. But yeah, here she is. But what's it called? I didn't see anything that would really move. That's like 2 hours ago, 25 hours. Yeah, nothing that would really spark something like that. If you actually go over here to news, this might. Oh, that's British pound news. Gold. Here we go. All right, here we go. Gold rally stalling as familiar fears return, and this was this morning. So let's look through this as soon as I'm done journaling this.
All right.
And wait, hold on. I'll send this into the group as well. I got to get the RSS hooked up to this Discord so we could get the fundamental feed going.
What's that? The RSS? Is that like a robot or something?
It's like a bot for
Wow.
where, like, if you remember on Slack and Keong, I don't think you were. No, you came right to Discord. Keong, we were originally on Slack. We a lot of our data and a lot of the stuff we've shared, stuff like that, is a lot of that's on Slack. But we moved over to Discord here, so it may feel a little empty. But what I usually have is that fundamental feed here. Usually have this fundamental feed, and you're going to get news from Forex Factory, forexlive.com, and maybe Daily FX, which is this website here, which I love. Let me send this into you. All right. So that's all set. We just put this here. Oh, that's the 1 hour. Already got that. So I just want to mark off that I cut 50 right around here. Paste. Look at that. Continuing up here. Awesome. Yeah, I just did not like that pullback over here as we weren't respecting the area. But again, this was taken on the 1 hour. So maybe that could have been a little micromanaging, but we'll see. It's only because news is coming out and we're coming to the end of the quarter. And I know gold likes to act up around that time. especially before news comes out, but 15 minutes. I was just being a little conservative. Maybe because I didn't trade yesterday. What's up, Tiger?
Hey, what's up?
How you doing, man?
I'm good.
You always sound so tired. 4 hour. How was your day yesterday? Did you trade?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Okay.
This whole week's been pretty good for me.
It's been a lot of liquidity. Me as well, especially the beginning of the week. Like I said, I didn't trade yesterday, but beginning of the week has been really nice. I don't think I've caught a loss yet. Yeah. It's been 3 wins, 1 missed trade, and this one where I cut 50, but looks like it could be a winner. Just erased everything. So again, this trade was taken based off the 1 hour. You have a strong bullish candle close right here, creating this higher low, right? After the bullish move over here, wick to fill, we end up creating a higher low, fill the wick. This candle respected the low of the previous 30-minute and 1 hour, flip bullish at the time where right around the beginning of the 1 hour candle, right around 7:15. So beginning 7:15 created that bottom wick and passed the high around 7:15, 7:16 where I entered. So we'll see if we can at least grab the 1-to-1, which is all I'm really looking for here with news coming out, but we'll see what we get. Now let's revisit GJ real quick. 30-minute just closed. Nice. So that was that deeper pullback I talked about. So can we get the retest of 158 up here? And again, like you guys got 2 opportunities to take a trade. So a lot of you guys already took it on gold before the news came out here. I as well, right? So now we only have 1 opportunity to take a trade. Are you going to take that second one right here before news comes out when you got plenty of volume later on? Or are you going to take that now? Yes. I could very well see it's coming up, but gets a little iffy over here. This 30-minute candle hasn't created a bottom wick yet. We pretty much passed the high right away. So I could see it pulling back, but that's a very strong bullish candle with a wick to fill. Higher low, higher high, wick to fill. We could very well continue up and fill this wick up here. But for me, like if I were to take this, I'd rather wait for like this little pullback into here so that you can now have a tighter stop loss somewhere around here instead of putting it all the way down here. So just wait for that pullback and then you can take that up. Did anybody cut off 50 the way I did here? This is starting to look like the resistance that we should have marked off. Actually, this is interesting as well because you get that resistance, that support right here, and then a couple rejections here to the left. Anybody else cut off 50 or, you know, you guys still in, Lewis and Sammy?
I'm still in.
Okay. Screenshot. All right. See the 30-minute. All right. Let's see. Now you guys see what I was talking about while I was really contemplating this entry? Could still play out, but like Lewis and Sammy, you guys understand that? Yeah, so as the 30-minute candle is flipping bearish here, let's see what we end up doing here. Probably gonna cut the full thing. One of the hardest things you guys are gonna learn how to do is how to manage risk without micromanaging. With intuition involved, right? Like you have your set rules as far as managing risk where everything is like cut and dry, but there's certain trades like this one where you just have a funny feeling about them and you got to cut them without micromanaging, of course. And a lot of times, like, especially once you get a little bit more experience with it, you're going to be right a lot more than wrong when it comes to managing risk where you cut off the full thing. Like right here, I'm just going to exit this. Right at that area, just because this candle's flipping bearish. And that's one of my rules. When the 30-minute candle flips the other way or closes the other way, most of the time it's closed, I will cut either 50 or cut the full thing. That's good. All right. So that was 20 pips lost on that. That's so weird. Huh. My card like copied the title. It's not what I had. Long XU minus 20 pip loss. 929. Just not enough volume in these candles right here. And again, like looking at the daily is actually very bearish. So you're trading against the daily candle, but the previous one, the reason why we actually entered this is because the previous one closed a very strong bullish candle. This one doesn't have a top wick yet, and we could very well be flipping bullish over here, especially with the price action that we had. We're right back above that previous resistance here in the 4-hour. Right, we ended up closing above with a strong candle over here. So I thought we could at least get that 1-to-1 pushing into this area before news came out. That's why you enter a low risk. So now it's just acting a little funny right now. 7:16 a.m. Thursday. Loss. Not going to label that good risk management yet. We'll see. All right. So GJ pulled back here a little bit, created that bottom wick, passing the high over here. This is something I may take, not now because I just took a loss, but like for me, I would probably be entering this as we create that bottom wick, passing the high here on the 30-minute. Could very well fill this wick up here. 1 hour is very strong. Right? Looks good. Great setup right here. See, that's what I was saying. I think this would have been the better trade to take. That's what I was saying before, where we were up here and we were starting to pull back over here. And I said you could get two different options where you break above and then you come back and you're looking for the retest right over here to continue up. But then I said we can either get price coming back into the area like we did here, get the retest of this area and get a fake out and continue right back down, or you get that pull back into this area and then pull back out of it and continue up. And that's what we're getting. So you have multiple options, and that's what you guys want to be as traders. It's just be not predictors, but just like understand that there's multiple options of where price could go. And it's more so like fluid. You want to be fluid in the market, knowing that price could do either of those things, giving yourself options. It's like an option route in football, I guess you could say. Right, Tiger?
Yes, sir.
All right. So the 30-minute on gold is still bullish. 15-minute is going to close bullish, but again, below that area. Could very well continue up, but we'll see. Looks like we're kind of reacting to our trend over here. Take another screenshot.
Oh, shit.
Sergio, you with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. My bad. I know we were breaking down UJ, but a lot of those breakdowns normally take place when we get like consolidating markets. So it's difficult when we got moves going on. We got to go back and forth. Obviously, the whole idea to be in here is to make money, but you know we also want to get better too. So it's just a little difficult. $15-minute. All the time frames are lining up here on GJ. All right, daily candle flip bullish past the high of that candle. Clean move to the left. 4 hour. Well above the previous resistance over here for the wick to fill. This candle got that further pullback into this area. And now we're very strong 1 hour candle right now. Now 30-minute strong bullish candle with a wick to fill. This candle's pushing up as well. Just be aware of that resistance. It's a clean move. I know we have 158 marked off right there, but this is our true resistance. 158 is just a very strong historical level that maybe you would want to take a piece off of, but you really have like 130 pips up here. Now, I think if you haven't taken gold yet, safer buys are going to be above this area. Traditionally, like I would have said that too, but I think the 1 hour the 1 hour candles were looking great. I was aware of this level, but I think we could have very well continued right back above with some of that volume because the 1 hour candle again created that bottom wick in the first half of the candle or the first quarter of the candle and then passed the high right there. And we pushed all the way up here. But again, this area right here on at least like the 15-minute, you're then actually changing structure once you break above that area to continue up, right? You're now actually breaking the bears. The bears. And continuing up. Lewis, you still in?
Yeah, bro, I'm chilling.
Okay, cool.
I feel
Right.
like if the trade doesn't go good, it's fine, no problem. But I feel like if it breaks through that level, it's gonna be like an explosive.
It
good
could
volume.
be. It could be.
So we'll see. It's gonna hold it.
We got about 45 minutes or 42 minutes before news comes out. So in that 42 minutes, can we get a spike up here?
I would manage risk if it closes underneath 1649 on the 30 minutes. And then,
Nice.
yeah, I'll probably do that. But if
I
it
like
doesn't,
that.
I'll just let it ride.
You have the same stop loss?
Yeah, pretty much, bro. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Right below that 30-minute wick. Yeah, right here. Which is a safe stop loss because it's right below the previous 30-minute, which at the time was bullish, right? So you took it based on, and it was also below the previous 30-minute as well, which is what we based it on. But the fact that this candle respected the low and passed the high over here told me that we were in good hands. But now we have a rejection right here, right? That candle closed with no top wick. This candle got a hard push from that area. We finally retest the high coming up into here, and then we reject that area once again.
Yeah.
Push up over here, maybe fake some people out where maybe some people re-entered or whatever the case may be, but you were also approaching this previous support, right? And we rejected, actually, let's get rid of that. Main thing is this area right here. We ended up rejecting again. This candle right now, respecting the high so far of that candle right there, and is now rejecting this level once again. So it's just multiple things telling you that it may not play out before the news comes out.
Yeah. DJ was also very nice. So DJ was maybe a little bit confusing now that I think about it, because we're going like more with the trend, I guess. Because well, not with the trend, but like, you know, it did break structure to the upside, made a higher high and a higher low, past the high.
Yeah,
And then
I like
that was
the setup that we got during London over here. We got the high created yesterday during the afternoon. We come down, we hold the support, previous resistance here on the 30-minute, and we just keep rejecting this area once, twice, and the third time here. But before that third rejection, you had this resistance at 156.200, right? That we ended up closing above, but then we came right back into this area. We ended up retesting this area one more time and rejecting it, get that bullish candle close, and then this candle close right over here as well. Price just continued up from there, right?
Do you consider that a higher low right there? That
This is a higher low.
what about the one above that?
Where right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's a higher low right here. Yep,
For sure.
especially with that candle. Absolutely. That's what I was talking about. Like when we first came to the market, I keep getting gold and GJ mixed up over here. This is a very significant level. Like you could very well mark it off like this, right? Somewhere in this area. But you also have this resistance right here that was significant as well. And that was our most recent resistance, right? And the consolidation too, that you got to be aware about. So that being said, and then we rejected that area as well over here. But that being said, we ended up closing above our most recent resistance strongly. We come right back down. Are we going to hold support? No, we don't, because we closed below over here. Then what you get is 3 little clues here. No bottom wick, a weak bearish candle, respects the low, closes bullish. Okay, so we could still, there's still a possibility because we closed at this area, still a possibility that we could continue down from here, right? And you know, confirm that fake out by retesting this previous resistance, or this could be a further pullback into this range. Then we get the bullish close, and then we close right outside of it. And then now that tells us that we could very well continue up and retest this high and continue up to 158. All right. So that comes right back to what I was saying about being fluid in the market and knowing multiple options of where your pair could go instead of just marrying a bias. Committing to that bias 100%, over risking, over trading, whatever you're doing, and then all of a sudden, like, price goes the other way, or price starts going in a drawdown, and you're so married to that bias, and you're so afraid of being wrong that you just stay in the trade. But instead, now you have multiple options. You're like, oh, price could do this, okay, I'll do that. Price could do this, okay. You know, we'll definitely consider that. But if it's going against the trend, maybe it's not something good enough to trade. That's why I was saying be careful with executing on the fake out. If we got it right over here, if we got that retest of this area and got some bearish closes, because you're still in this bullish trend. All right. We've been creating these higher lows over here. Actually, just going to adjust this. Been creating these higher lows so far, another significant higher low. So you'd be trading against that. That's why I wanted you guys to be careful. But gold or GJ sure does look good right here. But it's more important to stick to your rules and not re-enter another trade. Look at gold. So can the 1 hour candle close above that level? We're over here. Got 6 minutes left. Yeah, I think to be honest with you guys, like, full transparency, I think I micromanaged this trade. I was being smart. It's not like I was like 100% micromanaging, like sitting on the 1 minute or the 5 minute, but a multitude of factors where I didn't trade yesterday. I've had a great week so far, so I'm like, I just don't want to catch a loss or lose much of those profits. And plus, we got news coming out. So all those things probably caused me to micromanage this a little bit, because I did take this on the 1 hour and I was managing it on the 15 minute. Normally, if I take it on the 1 hour, I'll manage on the 30 minute. Or if I take it on the 30 minute, I'll manage on the 15. But I ended up skipping the 30 minute. Even though it did close bear. You know what? Cutting 50 here, right over here, technically, I didn't do the wrong thing, because I'll always cut 50 at the 30 minute closes the opposite direction. Right? But closing the full thing right here, that's something that I'll write in the description section on Trello and tell myself, okay, just let this thing run. You already cut 50. You know, you were okay losing that amount before you entered. So, like, just leave it running, right? You already cut off 50 around, like, I don't know, 17 pips, not even, maybe 15 right here. Yeah, 13, 14 pips, right around there. So, if that's the case, then you just got to let the rest run. Does that make sense to you guys? Again, a big reason why you guys are in here is to learn from either my successes or my mistakes. So anything I've done in the past, or anything going on in my mind, I'm going to pass on to you guys, because I want you guys to be as great as you possibly could be. I want this group to be as great as it could possibly be. I want you guys being just savages in the market. Like I was telling Kyung yesterday, it all starts with belief. I know I'm rambling on over here, but another thing too is that it's not following the exact plan that I had for the trade as well, right? The beginning of the candle, we created that bottom wick, flip bullish, even right before like 7:15, right? 7:15, we already passed the high of these candles with a healthy bottom wick. So if that's the case, we're supposed to push up over here. We're supposed to have that volume to at least push us up from 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock, which we normally get. That was supposed to push us through here to at least get the 101, right? But we didn't get that. So it wasn't following our plan for the trade. Ended up closing bearish on the 30-minute, and the rest is history. GJ should be, once 8 o'clock turns around, should be filling that wick. All right. Where are we at today? All right. Let's go. Lewis, how do you feel like your trading's been the past couple months? Got a nice close here. All right, 1 hour still closing bullish. Oh, okay. You're good. See, the fact that we didn't close above this level tells me we could come back down over here and then continue back up. But I'll stop doing that if you guys are in this trade, because I don't want to pass on any bad energy. But this, I don't know, there's something about this level over here. I think if you get a bottom wick over here in the 1 hour as well, and then we pass the high of that candle, that might be nice to continue up. You just need this bottom wick, which so far it's forming. Dylan, how you doing, buddy?
Good. I'm just watching right now, honestly.
Cool. Cool. I'm still trying to formulate some standards, and I have this notes thing I've been working on a little bit, where it's like a mission statement for our group, right? And it's also a couple reminders for you guys every single morning before we come into the market, before we start breaking everything down. It's just a couple nice reminders for you guys, and some standards that we set in place for the group, so that you guys are peaking at a high level or trading at a high level every time we come to the market in the morning. I'll show it to you guys when I'm done with it, but I haven't been able to work on it as much because I've been packing so much. All right, so the 1 hour candle, very strong candle here in the 1 hour on GJ. So now with the New York volume coming in, can we create that bottom wick past the high of that candle? That might be a nice move, right? Got the liquidity grab down here. Get the bottom wick past the high. I think could take off.
At mine it closed right at resistance, GJ.
It closed what?
Right at resistance. That you see that resistance on the 30-minute?
Right here?
Yeah, that one. It closed
Yes.
right.
Yep. The only thing is it's an engulfing candle, right? Very strong candle with a wick to fill in a bullish trend,
Okay.
right? And we're like well above this area right here, and also our resistance over here, which you could argue is the correct resistance. But again, we pushed right through it right here, and right through it right here, and then right there. So is this really the correct resistance? We're only just kind of holding support right there. But I think if you get a bottom wick formed on this candle, and then you pass the high of that candle, this is a strong enough candle where this should continue pushing up, at least filling that wick.
I might be waiting for a steeper wick coming down to maybe get an entry on the flip.
Okay. Typically, when I see a candle like this, a lot of times you only get a like candle coming right into this area, and then you flip and then pass the high. Like it's not going to be that big of a candle,
Okay.
or not big of a wick. So we'll see how that plays out.
Does a wick normally like match the previous wick high?
Yes.
Length of that?
Great point, Tiger. I always bring that up too. I love that when you get the previous candle, kind of like what happened right here in this bullish trend. You had this wick right here, same exact size, and prices continued in that direction. Right. So it's a good idea to look at that when you're in a, let's say you break a support and you're kind of retesting. Even the same thing here for the opposite end. When you're in like that bullish trend and price is just really pushing, right? Really pushing, barely any pullbacks. But when you get like a very strong candle with a top wick, I'll draw it right here for you. Very strong candle with a top wick. A lot of times you'll get the same exact wick right there to continue right back up, and you could take your entry right there, stop loss right there if you have volume in the market. Not always going to happen, but it happens a lot. If you guys go back into my journal, you'll see plenty of trades like that. Plenty. Okay, gold. Let's get up there, huh? Let's see if price is actually reacting to this level on the lower time frames here. See, you would want, this is how you use the lower time frames. You got this level, right? On the 1 minute. Oh, it's not black. On the 1 minute right here, we keep projecting this level, right? So what I would want to see here, if I was in buys, I want to see price actually close and retest above this level. And on the higher time frames, it'll just be breaking that resistance. But if you're retesting this area on the 1 minute and you keep holding this as a support, right? And you're starting to change that market structure, that would tell me that price is, going to continue up. So 1652 here, you would need to close above here on the 1 minute and continue up because we keep rejecting this. And that's kind of how I use the lower time frames. All right. Damn, Florida's getting wrecked right now. I keep getting notifications from Weather Channel. She's just coming down a little bit more, maybe retesting that level, or we could end up ranging. We'll see. Do you guys remember Sandy? Dylan, I'm sure you do. I don't know if you were affected too much up there by Buffalo. If Jamie was in here, he would remember that. Dylan, do you remember Hurricane Sandy? You guys are quiet today.
Hey, what's up? What did you say? I heard you from afar.
It's all good. Do you remember Hurricane Sandy?
Hurricane Sandy? Not really.
Yeah, I don't think upper state New York.
Where did that one hit?
New Jersey. Sandy damage.
How long ago?
This is back 2012.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
This was nuts. Like we were on the news. We were kayaking through Monmouth Beach. Look at this. Yep. I don't want that. Just going to put that there. Put this here.
Yeah, this is crazy. I was just looking at some images a couple minutes ago of the Hurricane Ian.
Oh yeah, Ian's nuts. But yeah,
My grandpa's down there in it.
is he all right?
I think so.
Where's he live?
He lives in Lake Susie, which is like only minutes away from Port Charlotte, which is like right where it hit.
Okay. Bro, look at this. This was nuts. So it was like the perfect storm. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of like Seaside Heights, like Jersey Shore, that show.
Yeah.
But this was the boardwalk in Seaside, and the roller coaster over here was in the water.
It's so nuts.
Yeah, look at this.
How
Wow.
long did it take to rebuild all this stuff?
Wait, I want to show you. Look at this.
I heard you casted for that show, bro. Stephens.
No,
Oh,
you know
we were
those
up there,
people,
bro.
those guys were all. Oh yeah, I remember this.
Holy
Let's see
shit.
if I can find Seabright. So
But that doesn't exist anymore, or they rebuilt it.
yeah, I mean Seabright. A lot of this is rebuilt, but this was Seabright. This is where like I grew up basically, and we weren't allowed in Seabright. This was actually the beach club I worked at the time. I was a lifeguard, and the whole thing just like fell over.
That was a category of what?
That was category 5.
Holy shit.
Yeah, dude. Like I said, we got hit with a perfect storm. It was high tide and a full moon, because of the gravity effect and all that stuff. And it literally picked up as soon as it started approaching us. Yeah, this was crazy going through. But this is a Seabright. Yeah. Where is this? Mad Hatter. Here we go. This is Driftwood Beach Club. Seabright Pizza. Wow.
Man, I'll take earthquakes over hurricanes any day.
This is crazy.
Yeah, dude. Natural disasters are nuts. Look at this, dude. This is Ocean Avenue. It's all a beach. It's not. Wait, let's see Hurricane Ian. Damage.
I think they said Ian is like the worst hurricane to ever hit Florida. That coast of Florida, west coast.
What? This is the worst hurricane ever hit the coast. This coast of Florida.
Yeah, west coast of Florida.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. Dude,
I think
look
it was
at this.
a little
Look at
worse
this
than
thing.
Hurricane Charlie.
Hurricane Charlie. Dude,
Yeah,
look at
that
this.
one.
This is the outline of Florida right here. Excuse my drawing. But dude, the eye is the like the calmest. But like when you're stuck in like this stuff right here, like you see how the wind is like pushing that way? It's just like kind of like cycloning like all the way up. Like All of this right here is Fort Myer, and that's what's getting like fucked up.
Yeah.
But I heard it calm down a little bit once it got up to like Orlando.
Yeah,
then
it's like
they
a
said it's-
tropical storm now.
Yeah, but they said it's gonna pick back up once it hits Sandy Hook, South Carolina. It'll pick back up to a category something hurricane.
What's
Is
the
it cold up
projected
there, bro?
count?
What's up?
Is it cold up there in New Jersey where you are?
Yeah,
Or not
it's
yet?
cold now. It's I don't know if you saw my story, but it's a lot harder to take cold showers now.
Oh, so then is that like, I mean, if it picks back up and there's like any chance to hit you guys, like it's not gonna be that bad anymore for this cold.
No, I don't. I mean, we're not getting any warnings about this. Like we were getting like for Sandy. I'll never forget it because a lot of people didn't take it seriously because Irene was the year before, and Irene was supposed to be what Sandy was, and Irene was just kind of like it was bad, but not nearly as bad as Sandy. And we were getting warnings for this back when it was, down in the Caribbean like this. Like we knew it was going to round about and then come back up to Jersey and hit direct hit, like kind of like what it's doing to Fort Myer. We knew that was going to happen to us. But again, a lot of people didn't take it as seriously because Irene was kind of a joke. And that's where a lot of people didn't evacuate. Like the amount of stories I've heard of like people sticking it out in Seabright, watching trucks just like go by their upstairs window as they were up there and just getting tossed like they were like nothing, like toys. But yeah,
Did your house get damaged when that happened or not?
my parents' house was a little bit more inland. We were pretty good, but my girlfriend at the time, her house was just destroyed, like water up to like your shoulders in the downstairs.
And she was at home. She was at home.
I forget what they did. No, I think they evacuated. Yeah, they evacuated and they came back to. We all came back to seeing that, and it was just terrible. Should we keep rejecting this area here? Let's see, GJ. GJ is getting a further pullback over here. Happy we didn't enter that.
So what's up with gold, bro? It's like,
Gold is see how we're still holding a bullish structure here. If you're looking at the 1 minute, right? Still creating higher lows, respecting previous lows right over here. But once we start breaking back below, which I like your approach, Lewis.
yeah.
You're gonna close once you start breaking 1649.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a valid place to close, but we're not creating any higher highs anymore, right? Before we were kind of over here, but right here, we were forming higher highs. Now we're starting to stall out. We could very well continue back up, but again, you got news coming out in 15 minutes, and now we're creating these lower highs so far. Let me get rid of this. We're now creating these lower highs. Once you start breaking this area right here where I closed the full thing, that's where you just want to probably head out. Yeah, Jamie just got in last night. I was surprised he was able to land because you guys got the tropical storm in Miami with tornadoes and shit. He flew from, I think, JFK down to West Palm last night. He's running on like 2 hours of sleep. That's not why he's not with us. But yeah, I was kind of worried for him. I thought he'd get stuck up here.
Did you get to see him or no?
No, I didn't get it. I didn't get a chance to see him because both of our schedules didn't match up, unfortunately. But we got lunch last time he was up here. That was fun.
Need to get out. East Coast is crazy.
Oh, I'm sorry. What was that?
I was like, I need to get out. I'm gonna go back to California.
Why? Because yeah, you come out to the East Coast, all of a sudden we get that Category 4 hurricane with tornadoes all over the place.
I saw the path was like it's gonna move north or like towards Virginia.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's getting too close to me.
You'll be good. You're up in an apartment, right?
Yeah.
Like a high rise.
It's like 6th floor,
Oh, okay. Out of how many floors?
8.
Okay. Yeah, you're I'm sure you're good. Most of the time, I mean, you're in DC, you're right on the Potomac. So, I mean, it's you got that river right there, but I mean, as far as flooding or worrying about any of your shit, you're gonna be good. Unless
Yeah.
this thing like picks up to like a category 4 by the time it gets up there, but I don't think it will. Like we're not hearing any warnings about that, and normally we do if it's gonna reach Jersey and New York. Oh yeah, Manhattan. I don't know if you guys have seen this. Manhattan flood map. Flood. Dude, the subways were like all underwater.
Wow.
Was
Looks
this
like
the
a remote.
storm where you had the crane in Manhattan like hanging down like 100-story
What's up? What's
higher?
up, Ken?
Was this the storm where you had a crane hanging down like on a 50-story building in Manhattan?
I believe so. Let me see. Manhattan crane. I believe.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
that made it
believe.
to news on our side as
Yeah.
well.
Yes, you're right.
Wow.
I forgot about that. Yeah, this was. This is all built up now. This is Hudson Yards, right? Miami, right in Manhattan, and my buddy actually built one of these buildings. He was part of the Iron Crew, and I remember this. This is one of the first buildings that went up in Hudson Yards. But Manhattan flood aerial. I know that's not how you spell aerial. There you go. AER. Yeah, so basically the surrounding parts of Manhattan was all flooded. Crazy. Was this Grand Central? Oh wow. Dude, this is Battery Park Tunnel. This is the underpass that goes into Staten Island. Not Staten Island, into Brooklyn. Look at that. I go through this all the time. Crazy. All right, GJ's pulling back over here. We got about 10 minutes for the news. Oh, there we go. That's what we wanted here on gold. Beautiful.
I just closed because 10 minutes before the news, and I'm not staying in news.
Okay, I got
Bro,
you.
get that horn ready, bro. Get that horn ready.
Yeah, let me get my iPad. I'll be right back. I got you.
Yo, Sammy, you close the whole thing or what, bro?
I closed 50.
Yeah.
50%. Yeah. I think we should top 1655.
I think I'm gonna take some off at 1653.
Okay.
So it's like, damn, which is right there.
Do you trade gold a lot? Is that your pair?
GJ and gold, that's it. This is my two pairs that I focus on. At first it was just GJ, and then I just started, slowly getting into gold, like super slow risk, because like I wasn't really, because it moves a lot faster than GJ.
Yeah.
So I just lower my risk so I don't feel like I'm sweating when I enter.
Yeah, I got effed over a lot by staying in trades during news with gold, so
Yeah,
I'd
no,
rather,
I don't
I'd
like.
rather be safe.
Yeah,
So I was muted. I was gonna say, yeah, at least cut off like a little bit, or like 50%, maybe 80%, and let the rest run.
Yeah.
If you get stopped out, you get stopped out. But you could have that chance where news just spikes it up. 30-minute. Micro managed. So again, a little note to myself, manage risk on the 15-minute instead of the 30.
I'm gonna cut some off. I'm just gonna clear a break even. Because yeah, Sammy's right. That's 8:30 news can do something crazy. And
Oh yeah.
so
I mean,
secure something.
if we didn't have news coming out, I think I'd be in this. But again, safe buys are going to be above this level.
Yeah,
So it's better off waiting for price to close anyway. So you might as well wait for 8:30 to close above that area, and then you could take this up.
yeah,
But like we said, this is a great setup on the 30-minute. Right over here on the 1 hour. Again, as this candle created its bottom wick past the high of that candle, our original plan was to take this thing up. We're supposed to break through that area, but this was a significant level that price was kind of struggling to break above. I actually want to take a screenshot of the 1 minute. Yeah, Tiger, what was the like craziest earthquake you've been through?
I don't think I've ever been through like a crazy earthquake before.
Oh, okay.
Just yeah, like maybe like a couple of things would fall here and there inside the house, but like nothing like that lasted a long time.
And what's it feel like? It's just like everything just rattles.
Like the ground shakes, everything's shaking.
It's so crazy that even happens. I mean, hurricanes are too, and tornadoes.
Yeah, because I live like on the San Andreas, like the fault line. So like a lot of the rolling earthquakes will hit us. So it feels like something just like rolled underneath you.
San Andreas, the fault line. Oh, fault line, not default.
Yeah.
And what is this? It's basically just like a split.
Yeah, pretty much. Like if like a really bad earthquake would happen, then it would like split apart from there, and that's like all people are falling in.
That would all be in the Pacific. Everything west of that.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, that wouldn't be good. You which side of it do you live on?
On the right side.
Okay. Wow, that's good. Well, we called it, just micromanaged it a little bit. So again, note to self, anything I do as far as errors or successes, I pass on to you guys. So this one, cut the full thing down here after cutting 50 when I should have just cut 50 and let the rest run, right? That's typically what I do. But this time I don't know. There was something about this level and news coming out soon that I just didn't want to be in this. I thought we would get like a deeper pullback, but everything lined up on the 1 hour and the 30-minute right over here. So this is what we planned on happening. Just getting this 1-to-1 before news came out and then closing the full thing, or 90% of it right here. at the 1-to-1. But what was the other lesson of this? Oh, also managed it on the 15-minute when I took it here based on the 1 hour. Right. So there's a healthy bottom wick over here. We should be respecting it. Right. And you shouldn't be managing that on the 15-minute so much. If the 30-minute closes bearish like this, rejecting this area in this minor downtrend that we've been in, yes, okay, close 50 right here. But again, at the same time, it was a weak 50. And as long as we respect this whole area, maybe even like respect 1648, 1649, like Lewis was talking about, then we should be good. Damn, that's a move. So what I'm going to do is, news is coming out in about 2 minutes. So what I'm going to do is wait for the reaction to the news, wait for maybe either a rejection of this area, maybe a lower high and price continues down, or wait for this pullback coming into here. And then we could take price up. This seems a little overextended. Just a tad. I wouldn't even call it overextended. I would just call this like, we're reaching a high at this point, and at some point we're going to get some kind of a pullback to retest this area. So I'm going to take all this stuff off for you. Wait, so you guys closed the full thing?
I did, yeah. No.
There you go. Stock warning. 30-minute.
I closed 50. My overall target is 1658, but I think I'm just gonna, since it's so, yeah, I'm just gonna cut it. I'm just gonna, since the news are gonna come on 1 minute, yeah, I'll just close it.
Well, you got 5 seconds.
Yeah, I know, I did.
Oh, okay, cool.
I did. My overall target was 1658, but I was like, you know what? Yeah, look at that shit. Wow.
Okay. I don't even know why I'm whistling. Nothing happened just yet.
Does anybody here use MT5 on a MacBook or on a Apple device?
No, I sold my MacBook. I'll probably end up getting another one down the road because when I travel and stuff like that. But yeah, I sold mine and bought a desktop.
Because I downloaded the MT5 platform on it yesterday through this program called SFX. And it just looks so old, like outdated.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
What does
So-
MT5?
MT5 on the desktop application.
Really? I think if you, I don't know if you're still talking. I can't really hear.
So no, what I was saying is like I heard that you have to like physically run Windows on your MacBook to make it to actually to download that because from what I was reading, the MT5 app is a lot better for Windows on the desktop.
Yeah, I would actually get a VPN for yourself if it's difficult to download on the MacBook. I would get a VPN.
No, it was easy to download. It just it looks like shit.
That's weird.
Yeah,
MT5
like it just looks like
normally
it looks like
very clear.
it kind of looks like MT, like an old MT4.
Wow,
Yeah, so
that's strange.
I wonder if anybody is-
That's strange. But yeah, for data over here, unemployment claims actually ended up dropping, which is obviously good for the dollar. But also, we did get another quarter of negative growth for GDP, which was pretty much expected. So we got a lot of mixed data over here. We're officially in a recession already, but this just confirms it. Another negative quarter for the U.S. GDP out of Canada though is
That's three in a row.
0.1%.
Or
What's up?
That's two GBPs in a row or three?
Yeah, it's 3.
Oh, this is 3. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So how come they're not saying that it's a recession officially then?
Because it's politics. They don't want to call it a recession. Just like they told you that inflation was transitory. Great job securing up here before the news came out. So right now, I mean, we could possibly continue down. We do have mixed data, so everything's kind of skewed right now a little bit. We could end up consolidating. But do we hold some kind of a support right here after retesting this minor bearish trend? See the 4-hour? Yeah, so the 4-hour is going to be closing in 30 minutes or 27. So can this candle end up closing above that area with a wick to fill and we continue right back up to these areas? Only thing is the daily candle is bearish and we just created a low. Only thing was we grabbed liquidity here and closed a very strong bullish candle. So we could very well be flipping bullish over here and getting a further pullback. Yeah, 4-hour, again, possibly creating a higher low, or if it ends up closing below this area, could that just be a retest and continue right back down? Yeah, 1 hour is flipping bearish here. Now, as far as zones are concerned, yeah, I'd say anything, you can really just draw this like this. I would say any kind of buys above this area, and you could possibly be taking sells below this area right here. Right? Safer sells are obviously going to be back here as price continues down, claim move to the left. Yeah, that could have just been a liquidity grab before, because that happens a lot, guys. Unemployment, like we get that liquidity grab and then price just drops with good data coming out. I think I have actually, I don't think I know. Actually, before I show you that, I just want to take a quick screenshot.
Yo, I am so happy close when I close, bro. Holy shit.
It feels good, doesn't it?
Dude. Yeah, bro. Those news
awesome.
are scary.
100%. Not only that, you got to win, but then also you were able to secure exactly when you should be, and you stayed disciplined with that. You didn't sit there with the news, just gambling basically at that point.
Wow.
Did you close the full thing, or you just
Yeah,
moved
no,
subs?
I closed the whole thing.
Okay, cool.
It was like 30 seconds.
Post news. Drop. Yeah, I think that could have been a liquidity grab before continuing right back down. So I think if we get that close below this level, all right, we'll see how the 4-hour closes, but we get that close below this area and then like a retest of this area, we could very well continue down. 15-minute.
What, Luna?
What's up?
Oh, no, my cat. Sorry. I thought I was muted.
I feel like your cat's always trading with you, huh?
Yeah, bro.
Love it. Man, I am starving. Let's see. GJ still hovering around this area. We actually did just get a doji candle close right here. So are we going to keep respecting this area? Is this candle going to flip bullish passing the high? I think we could continue up if that happens. but just be patient, wait, because we keep rejecting this area so far. We didn't break down US 30 today. Oh, sure, Gio, do you want to finish up USD JPY?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Okay. What were we on, the daily or the 4 hour?
I think it was a daily.
Okay. Just monitor this.
Right, so yes, so you can obviously see there's a support over here, just right here, and the resistance just up here.
Nice. Very simple. Just basically ranging in these areas. You got a very indecision candle right here, but we ended up holding that support, and now we're holding a higher low so far.
Yeah.
All right, boys. I'll catch you guys tomorrow.
You too, my man. Have a great day, okay?
Take care, man.
You too, man.
I just want to move this support down just below here, just below here,
Right there?
just a bit more up.
More up? Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's nice.
Got it.
Okay, so yeah, this looks nice. So we've obviously got this. It's this level over here.
Okay. I like that.
You've got like is that obviously is one huge range, but you've got ranges within ranges as well. So
I'm sorry, what was that?
I said is you've obviously got one huge range, but is ranges within ranges.
Yes, sir.
So,
Yes, sir. You're still in the 4 hour, so there still might be opportunity for scalps within
Yeah.
this range, especially when you're bouncing off a resistance like this. You're starting to get near these areas, or when you're starting to get near these areas. When you're sitting in the middle here, this tends to be a consolidation,
yeah.
right? Right over here, right here. Yeah, it gets a little choppy once you get in the middle of those, but right over here, you might have something.
Yeah. I just want to mark this off as well. Just this area. Just this over here.
Okay.
Just above this bullish bearish candle up here, this one.
Just above.
Just above this one up here. So I just want it to be like in the middle of, you know, this whole thing.
Like right there?
Just a bit down.
A bit what?
A bit more down.
Okay. Right there, right here.
Yeah, that'd be all right. Just leave it there.
Right here?
Yeah.
Okay. You sure?
Yeah, that's okay.
Ooh, wait, hold on. Wait, I'm sorry, Sergio, we just keep going back and forth with this. GJ over here is doing
Yeah,
what
I'll
we
look into get to GJ, maybe in the break of these highs.
Yeah. Yeah, this is looking good. 15 minutes about to close, but it's passing the high. It's more so the 30-minute that I like.
Yeah.
Let's see the 1 hour. Yeah, 1 hour's passing the high over here. 4 hour. See, 4 hours about to close in the next 15 minutes. So how much farther can it push over here before the 4 hour closes? And I expect some kind of a bottom wick on the 4 hour. right over here before hopping in. So let's see. I want to see what we're doing over here. If we start breaking its own highs on this candle, this might be valid to take. But again, we keep rejecting this level over here. Like we have this minor resistance on the 15-minute that we just got to be aware about.
I think personally, I'll wait for the 4-hour closure. The 4-hour close.
Yes.
And then maybe just think of getting in.
Absolutely. I mean, do you have enough range from here to here? Technically, yeah, you got 30 pips. But the thing is, your R to R, you got 34 down here, and then only about 29 here. So it's not even a 1-to-1 to retest that high. You do have
Yeah.
the clean move to the left, right? Don't get me wrong, but you got a previous support right here, which I actually kind of want to mark off. Let's see what this so we kind of change structure over here on gold as well. So we're kind of coming back below these areas over here. I think below that area right there, you're gonna have safer sells back into this area. Maybe you could catch that through the New York session. Keep in mind too, you're always gonna have, not always, but most of the time gonna have that pullback before the stock exchange open as well. So before 9:30, you may end up getting some kind of a pullback. Tiger, are you the Tua fan? You're the one that likes Tua Tagovailoa?
I mean, I'm not his biggest fan, but yeah, I guess I like him. Why?
For some reason, I thought you liked him. I don't know why. Ooh.
I mean, I have Jalen Waddle on my fantasy team, so I have to like him.
You're right.
No, it's funny because his brother actually plays quarterback for Maryland. That's where I go for school.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Tua's brother?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
It's like Talia Tagovailoa or something like that.
Is he Hawaiian?
Yeah.
Okay. They're Samoan? Is that how you say it?
I don't think he's Samoan. I don't know what part of Hawaii they're from.
Okay. What's the difference? Yeah, this is pumping up over here on GJ. Yeah, it's breaking its own high, so you have the volume in the market. Yeah, this is interesting. Trying to figure out what I want to do on gold here too. Obviously, price is still above that level, but it's like this is the time of the day or the morning where you would trade the reaction to the news. So right over here, you got that low created. We come up, create a high, kind of retesting this area, respecting the high so far over here. Can we continue down from there? And that's something I would more so lie back test before breaking the lows over here. Let's see. All right, so let's finish this off, Sharjeel. So we are on the 4-hour now, or the 1 hour.
I think it was, yeah, no, we're on the 1 hour now.
The 1 hour. Okay.
Yeah.
You asked for the range you market.
Okay, so I just, you know, the resistance, I want to just thin it out a bit.
Sure. Just let me know where you want it.
Yeah, I just want it above these candle bodies up here. Yeah, just like that. That's nice.
Okay. In that gold.
Okay, so there's a little something over here, a little support.
Nice. So with that support, I know why you're drawing it, but do you have a plan for this? Like what you would expect?
So we obviously let me just check over it.
Ah,
I don't know. We've got like, I wouldn't look for any positions below this support, or any sell position, because we're obviously in a bull market. It'd be a high chance that maybe you could get faked out.
mhm.
So maybe if there's a possible chance you could get faked out, look for buys to fill out the rest of the range going up. But mostly I'll be waiting for buy positions from up here, just to kind of mirror these candles to the left and go all the way up.
Yes, right here.
Yeah,
So your safe buys are going to be above 144 or 140. Yeah, 144 900.
yeah, just this resistance.
Okay, I like that. And then, do you have any safe sells? Possible safe sells?
You could say maybe below here. Can't say sells. Maybe below there.
Okay, I like that.
And you
Nice.
maybe your next advantage point. It could be here where you maybe close partials or maybe stop loss to break even.
Yeah. The way I look at this too is that if you look at history and what just happened once we were kind of ranging in this area last time, we ended up breaking below over here with this candle closing below. We retested and then we came right back down, mirroring the move to the left here. So if you get that close below here, could you possibly mirror this move, which is pretty
Yeah.
clean? So you could have like an orange zone in here, greener zone right here, and then definitely green up here. And then this is all red,
Okay.
right? Great job, man.
Thank
So
you.
what, you just wanted to like challenge yourself or something?
Yeah, I just want to go into the choppy market, so I just believe that
Okay.
it's you just get more better. It's like it's obviously harder to find out like support levels than in the trending market.
Mm.
So yeah, I just don't know. It just looks like kind of a challenge here. No one really wants to trade in maybe this whole thing over here. But yeah, I just wanted to challenge myself, see if I could do it or not.
I like that, man. Challenge yourself a little bit. It's awesome.
Thank you.
Good stuff. I'm glad we were finally able to get through that.
Yeah.
GJ. All right, GJ kind of like rejecting that level up there so far. We are still holding that higher low, right? And it does look still primed to continue bullish over here. And I'm hoping that it continues up. So that way we could grab a trade continuing right back up to that 158, 300 level, that resistance right there. 30-minute rejecting that resistance again so far. That's why you got to stay patient. But so far we get that close above. Can we hold a higher low and continue up? Looking at gold over here, that actually just happened where we were creating that lower high, holding that resistance, respecting the high, and continuing right back down to fill that wick. Is that enough range that you want to be trading in? Probably not. This is the safer sells, but that was just like a little live back test that you could take a look at as far as taking a quick scalp, trying to fill that wick, got the pullback here, and that's your trade. Possibly hold a runner. So we got the 4-hour closing in about 9 minutes. So just be aware of that. Let's look at the new 4-hour. This 4-hour candle could close like a very strong candle with a wick to fill, and then we can fill that wick and continue up possibly. Or does this candle either flip, or the next one, it closes a weak bullish candle. Next one creates a bottom wick or top wick, past the low, and we continue right back down with some solid news. Actually, it's very mixed, right? Good unemployment, bad GDP. So that's why everything's kind of ranging in here so far. DJ pulling back a little bit. See how that ends up. Are you guys all good? Anyone have questions? No, nothing. I think that was a great session, great discussion. Good learning points and teaching points for you guys as well. So I'm going to upload this to the to YouTube so you guys can go back and rewatch it if you want. Take some notes and get better. All right, boys.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
Awesome. Absolutely. Guys have a great day. Lewis, he's already out of here. I was going to say be safe down there. But I will see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning. Let's see. Sharma, we're going to be going live with Sharma tomorrow at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, but we're going to go our regular time, 6:30 Eastern Standard Time, and do a couple of breakdowns with you guys. I won't break down the charts unless we can see something that we want to take during pre-New York, but I doubt it because PC is coming out tomorrow. But tomorrow, as soon as we hop on the live for about an hour, I'll just call on you guys to just break down charts, and we'll get better with that. Maybe we could break down some previous trades of mine, whatever the case may be. But at least we're getting that extra hour of work in to get better. All right, boys.
All right.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
Absolutely. Guys, have a great day, okay?
You too. See you later.
Daily musts.